empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement.
Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to Intermission. I'm your host, Jarvis, but my friends call me Ziggy. And we're going to have us a little show right here now, so thank you for tuning in. And always joining me is the Lost the Barge, Howard Jerome.
Hi, guys. I'm not going to do that weird, creepy voice. I don't know what that was about.
I just realized I
don't know what's up with Jarvis at all right now. I think the beers have gotten to him. Oh, wait, was I not supposed to? All right, whatever. How you guys doing? Welcome.
What's up, man?
We missed you guys last week.
Yeah, we both were really under the weather, man.
Truthfully, we were just preparing for the snow day, but
yeah, it didn't happen.
But also sickness and all that good stuff. So we want to make sure we're healthy and happy.
Yes.
So
Konnichiwa, Clinton. Thanks, Junius, Nye, for joining us. What did I say?
I don't know. You know I can't read that.
Right, not I. Well, yep. Yep, there did that go.
You know, I heard that, and for some reason I thought that was me, and I was like, I did not say that. Jarvis said that.
Dismiss. Okay, yeah. Ziggy with the low register. Yeah. Had to come with something different this time. What's been up though, man? You feeling better?
Yeah, man. I mean, minus light sensitivity due to migraines and all that stuff, which
right.
If you never had a migraine or a cluster headache, both of those things suck.
Well, I suffer from migraines, so I know exactly.
Oh, goddamn. But
I know exactly.
Yeah. Other than that, though, man, you've been chilling. Are we endorsed now or something? What the hell's going on, bro? You been watching Transformers movies?
I've been trying to get some free beer. Yes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. But yeah, man, I'm good. How's everything with you? You know.
I'm sorry. You made me think about that one moment with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, when he holds up that just. Oh man, I'm thirsty. Oh, fucking ass, dude.
But yeah, man, I'm good, man. Been like I said, was a little under the weather as well, and got better. Heck, we had a little cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
Got some good cold weather food in.
I look like I was Steve Austin right there. That's great, dude. By the way, I like the shirt. Lucille, man, she's a dirty girl.
Yeah,
I love it.
I may try to finish out this half.
Why would you torture yourself like that?
Well, Gary's actually up to par with it, and I was just like, yeah, it lost me like after the third episode this season.
Has he said it's any good?
Well,
Nope.
you know, we all sort of differ on things.
So was that a yes or a no?
Well, I didn't ask him. But remember, he's never even seen Sons of Anarchy.
That's true, but he's still able to tell whether or not a show is boring or not. Granted.
That's right, now product placement.
Yeah. There's actually a lot of people I know who watch Walking Dead who've never seen Sons of Anarchy, which is a real weird thing, especially because not really a lot of people. I'm thinking more so.
Well, it's like a certain group of shows that you have to at least see like a percentage of them. It's like The Walking Dead,
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy. What's The Sopranos?
I have never seen The Sopranos. I've not seen one episode.
But I saw The Wire.
I've seen half of the first season of The Wire.
I watched The Wire faithfully.
I watched Oz.
See, I didn't see Oz.
Did you ever watch what's that other? Oh, Boardwalk Empire.
Some of it, like Once I saw the what was it like? It wasn't the final season. I think it was next to final season. They had Jeffrey Wright in it.
Go on. I know who Jeffrey Wright is.
Yeah. And I remember the promo. He was like, "Only kings can understand each other," and I was like,
That's the same episode I saw. That was the first episode I ever saw.
and I was like, "Fuck, Jeffrey Wright needs to play a bad guy way more often."
Yeah. Yo, so speaking of people like that, interesting thing that did happen this weekend. I had a okay, cool. I know who he is actually.
You know what?
I know who he is actually.
Yeah. Hunger Games, all this.
Yeah, he's in Westworld and plays Felix in 007. And yeah, I had in Casino Royale actually, but had an interesting thing. All right, I'm probably gonna catch a lot of backlash for this, but Meryl Streep came up in a conversation between me and Jada over the weekend.
Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so my thing was this. I don't think she's all that great of an actress. Not because I don't think she has talent. She's just not memorable to me in any movies. I can't name any movies. And she was like, oh, yeah. You know, she just won this Lifetime Achievement Award and blah, 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 and all this good stuff. And she's such a great actress and all this stuff. It's like, oh, really? She is, huh? Yeah, I was like, cool. Name a Meryl Streep movie. You came up. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I was like, I think Jarvis would be the only person I know who could name a Meryl Streep movie off the dome, huh?
She Devil.
Well, yeah, that was the first one that popped up.
Right.
But
Name
I think you're the only person who I know would be able to name. I've never seen any. Actually, when I went through and
I've
looked,
seen a couple.
I've never seen a Meryl Streep movie.
There was a really good one with her, Viola Davis, and Philip Seymour Hoffman. And Philip Seymour Hoffman played a priest.
I love Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Right.
Though.
He was a priest who was molesting
He was
boys.
such a creep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the one they did about the Catholic Church.
Yeah. And she was the nun. Meryl Streep was the nun.
Never saw it.
Yeah. I saw it. And it had a really good... Clinton said, get out. But...
Whatever.
It played really well. Like, those three actors, like...
Mm-hmm.
I hate to... If I could get, replace some of the actors in today's Hollywood... and bring back some, Philip Seymour Hoffman will easily come back.
Oh, for sure. He's got a very interesting voice, and then his just portrayal of things. Like even when he was in, I think the last thing I saw him was in the Hunger Games. I think he was in the Hunger Games.
Yeah, he was.
I was kind of just like, oh man, things about to get weird when I saw him come in, dude.
Like he can play a creep, a sleazeball, a bad guy, a nerd, your friend.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's one of those guys who can really just. His range is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like you can't say, "Oh, we're gonna typecast him." There's no way you can typecast him.
No, not at all, not at all. So, but yeah, man. So
I asked the question on Facebook.
It's Christmas questions.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask another one next week. The one next week is gonna help you decide who to give gifts to. But
yeah, Clinton, she wasn't in Get Out. Wrong person.
No, he told you.
Yeah, I know what he said. I know what he said. Yeah, she wasn't in Get Out.
But I asked the question of which is the better Christmas classic. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or Charlie Brown Christmas?
My personal is Charlie Brown Christmas.
I want to say mine is Charlie Brown Christmas too, but there's a message in Rudolph that I like just a little bit more.
Oh, yeah?
Isle of Misfit Toys, the people who aren't with the regulars.
Wait, say that again?
The Isle of Misfit Toys, the ones who didn't fit in.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. Yeah.
See, for me, with Rudolph and all that, I just don't remember it as well as I remember Charlie Brown Christmas. Like I remember the abominable snowman on there, and like the little weird like drawing thing. Like that was always creepy to me when I was a little kid.
The claymation.
Yeah, like little claymation stuff. That stuff was unsettling to me as a little kid. It's probably because I used to watch Tool videos, and they got a lot of like claymation and stuff in some of their videos.
What's going on here?
But yeah, dude, Charlie Brown was definitely for me. I mean, Linus went around with that blanket and shit.
And then, like I said,
sad ass Christmas tree.
I almost made it a three part, and I almost included a Christmas story. But I'm like, a Christmas story.
Oh my god, a Christmas story was so clutch.
I couldn't even put that one in because that one was gonna win pretty much.
Yeah,
Over the
I mean that one's
two.
a classic. Like you can't.
Like who's that? I think it's Fox trying to do a live version of a Christmas story.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
I don't either. I'm like, just leave it to TV.
Like, how are you gonna reenact him sticking his tongue on that pole and getting it stuck on there?
It's a black kid that does it now.
But still, how are you gonna reenact that live action? Like that's just gonna look so stupid.
It is.
I just don't mess with the. Damn it, Fox! You guys make as soon as y'all make one good step forward and then.
But that's what Fox
3 steps back. Shit. Zack Snyder.
I
just
just
associate him with everything
I just
bad.
need Disney to buy them out.
No, because if Disney buys them out, then there's going to be all kinds of other fuckery that ensues. It was like this whole thing with them trying to get more money out of the movie theaters. Like
That's going to be a problem, too. But they're not the only studio producing movies.
But who? No, true. But
and
they're the only ones you can like really put a squeeze on them and be like, "Hey, we want more money, or you guys aren't going to make enough money. We're just going to open up our own movie theaters." I'm telling you, I feel like that's what they're going to do eventually.
Oh, well, they're probably just going direct to their channel.
Now, that would be interesting. Like instead of releasing their films through movie theaters, if they just had it directly through their channel, or had it like but it just ruins it though, because like
and then they won't make as much money. Because I mean, you think about what you pay for a movie ticket. I mean, not us, because we have Movie Pass, but
yeah,
what you pay, especially
yeah, we got Movie Pass,
a 3D movie ticket.
That's $16.
Right, at least.
But then they're only getting $8 out of that.
Well, that's what the old deal was. They want 60% now.
Yeah. So so they get like what?
It's like $9 or
$10.
Yeah.
Okay, so they get $10 out of it. Let's just call it $10. Cool. Or you can just consistently bill throughout, because they're getting $10 max one time every 3 or 4 months from everybody in the world, everybody in the country more or less. Or you charge $15 consistently and then have a special release. Instead of getting $10 from that, you just charge $6 for that initial watch.
I don't know. What's up, Erling? Thanks for joining us. Erling, who did you say, Rudolph or Charlie Brown?
Rudolph the Red. Every time I hear Rudolph, that's the thing. The song just plays in my head. Childhood memories.
Like I said, one of Disney's main motivations is pretty much the Marvel side. That's with Fox.
Yeah.
That's what they said. That's one of the main motivations.
Man, their main motivation is just fucking money.
True. And like I said, they get to do that with Fox. Like I said, they own Marvel.
It's just crazy to me because Disney will never, ever go away. Like in my lifetime, I have now seen, and I'm about to see it happen again, The Lion King released 3 times, and it's about to happen again. And this time it's a live action version. And I'm just as excited now as I was when I was a kid.
Right.
I'm just like, holy shit, what's going to happen next time in 10 years? Virtual reality Lion King.
Who knows?
4D Lion King. I'm just like, holy shit, oh my God, I can't wait.
Step up and pet Simba. I mean,
Step up and pet Simba.
right.
That would be terrifying.
But I mean, they make the money now. That's what they do.
Dude, I mean, their formula is just insane.
Month after month now. I mean, last month you just hit with Thor. You're hitting with Star Wars this month.
Can you believe? It just blows my mind that Disney
owns Star Wars.
Deadpool.
Right.
Like, that's the thing that trips me out. You got Disney and Deadpool.
I think they'll probably do. Well, I'll say this, like, after we talk about how much money that Disney makes, because speaking of money, this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month, and 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. But
well, that was aggressive.
Yes. Anyways.
No one even saw that off camera, but that's hilarious.
Good.
But yeah. So the money thing. Go ahead, finish.
Yo, Kareem, what's up, man? Thanks for checking us out, man. Hey, Kareem.
What up, Sean?
You're right.
What up, son?
Which one you have? Charlie Brown Christmas or Rudolph?
Neither one, because they're not from New York. You know he's not picking anything.
Leave it alone, man.
If Rudolph had some Timbs, he'd probably pick Rudolph.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why I hate him already. But dude, it just blows my mind in that Disney's releasing such R-rated content.
Well, like I said, Disney's not doing it. Well, technically, they're not doing it.
Okay, one of their subsidiaries.
Yeah.
But it's still Disney.
Right. Well, like I said, Fox ain't doing it. I mean, Disney ain't doing Deadpool. That's Fox.
Mm-hmm.
So if they get Fox.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but they did.
The Punisher.
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
I'm to the episode Gunner. I just finished Gunner. So that's the episode where an old boy went to Anvil trying to get a job, and then something snaps. Dude, every time I try to watch it late at night, I just fall asleep because it's so involved. Not saying it's not a good show because it's fucking dope.
It is, though.
But it's just like 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's exposition, and I'm just like.
All right. Let me see what we got. Reem said Charlie Brown Christmas. You really gotta sort of just go with Charlie.
It's because his boy Linus is on there, dog.
We said it's all about Snoopy.
Boy, you soft.
Reem, did you check out The Punisher? Erlene? I know, you're still catching up on the Marvel Netflix shows. Clinton, Junius, what did y'all think about The Punisher? We're asking real quick. We got to run. Like, the inmates are running the show today, so.
The what?
The inmates are running the show.
Oh. Speaking of, did you see that shit with there's this little kid that I guess started a GoFundMe for like $20,000.
The bully kid. The
yeah.
kid that's bullied.
So there's some MMA fighter who was listening to that.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
If that shit's true, because no, he had all these celebrities and stuff that were pitching in. Like they raised like $55,000 on the GoFundMe, and this MMA fighter, it was like he contacts them, and apparently it's the mom doing this shit. It's all a damn joke. Like, not even a joke. It's a hoax, just to get money.
Well, dang was like say like someone was asking now. Because the mom was putting up some pretty racist shit.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of photos. Like, I went through the whole profile that the dude put up. The video, the MMA fighter, he puts up a video talking about it. That he contacted, and then she just wanted money. He wanted to send the kids to come to the fight and all this stuff. I'm like, no, we just want the money.
Right.
And then all this Confederate flag stuff and all this other nonsense. Just.
All right, so Reem hasn't seen Punisher yet. It's all right, dude. You know, it came out when we all went to New Orleans. Yeah, so.
No excuse.
Yeah.
Dude, they filmed it in New York, man. I just don't get it, bro.
Yeah, and
there's Tim's in one episode.
And yes, Junior's Punisher was dope. Like I said, it's easily probably the best Marvel Netflix show. Because it stays so true to the character.
The thing I like about it is the filming of it. Like that episode when he's at the table, and he's actually, I think it's the Gunner episode, and he's flipping shit as people run up in the party. Not gonna say much more than that.
Yeah. And
just the cut scenes of how quick where it's like he's just like freaking out and shit and screaming and stuff.
Yeah.
I was just like, bro, the cinematography on this is insane.
It is.
The fight scenes, you weren't lying. The choreography of the fight scenes,
it's
the sledgehammer thing. Oh, it's
sledgehammer
great.
was bro.
It's funny though, 'cause I feel like he was channeling Kevin Spacey from Usual Suspects. He's
Chasing
walking around.
Boys?
Huh?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What?
I said Chasing Little Boys.
Oh no, dude. Funny. I got a funny comment about that too. But because then all of a sudden he just snaps into action, and just starts breaking arms and snapping necks and cashing checks. It was crazy. But fucking. I was watching Family Guy, and Peter was watching the episode.
You told us,
No, this is a different one though. So the first one was Kevin Spacey, where Stewie runs out of the basement saying, "Oh my God, I've been trapped in Kevin Spacey's basement." He's like in the middle of a mall.
Yeah.
So it was a new episode of Family Guy like last week,
and
everybody is watching Usual Suspects, and he's like walking. And it's the end scene where he's like walking, his foot straightens up and everything, and Peter Griffin goes, "Oh my God, he was gay all along." that was like what, bro. That dude, man, what's his name? Chris MacFarlane?
Yeah.
He's Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, Chris MacFarlane is a fat guy. Seth MacFarlane, bro, he's got all these comments when he's just pointing out all this shit with sexual harassment, dudes.
Right.
I gained way more respect for him.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna get ready and wrap this up.
That was the most random 20 minutes. we mentioned we just sprinkled in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Charlie Brown when we were talking about Seth MacFarlane and sexual harassment.
Right. We went everywhere on that one. Like I said, this is what happens when the inmates run the show. But definitely make sure you tune in next week. We got shit. No, something threw me off. But make
That
sure
was obvious.
yeah, make sure you tune in next week. We're gonna give you 5 movies, and with those 5 movies, we want you to tell your friends. One of these movies have to go. They can never be seen again. And this is how you're gonna decide who you're gonna give Christmas gift.
It's a good way when you don't know what to get somebody for Christmas.
Right.
It's a good instead of asking them and all this. You can base it off the personality, based off the movies they want to get rid of.
Right.
And that's how they decide.
And they're all the stuff that we like now as adults.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let Intermission pick your loved one's gifts.
Well, your loved one's gifts should already be picked out. This is like that coworker.
Within our constructs of what they should receive.
This is like that coworker that helped you out, that sort of helped you get that promotion, but you're not sure if you need to give them a Christmas gift. Send them to this. And if he picks the wrong fucking movie, fuck him.
Box of Kraft macaroni and cheese. That's what they get. Bag of Tic Tacs.
Spam.
Ew. I ate spam for the first time. I think that shit is gross. So salty. So
thanks
greasy.
for checking us out, guys. You know, we do this. Like I said, inmates running the show. We're drinking. We don't care today. Because we're happy to be back with you all.
I don't know about Jarvis, but I always care.
Make sure you subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including the iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and coming soon, Spotify. Now, you know how it is when you're gone for a week, you get a little off.
Yeah, you get a little rusty. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just cracking up because it's like the places where I would expect you to pause aren't the places you're
Right.
pausing. You're pausing in spots where I'm like, oh yeah, he knows this. He's gonna nail this.
Right.
So today on what's the name of the show again? What have we talked about?
But also, if you go on iTunes, make sure you review us and give us some constructive feedback. You know,
Or just say what's up. Whatever.
yeah, just say what's up. You know, we're good guys. So one of us, you got an iPhone, don't you?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm about to get a new one. About to get 3 of them.
Dope. And all y'all watching on Facebook Live, make sure you share this. You know, help us out a little bit. I know Junius, Nye, Reen, Erlene.
That rhymed.
They really did. I didn't try to either. I know you
Dropping
guys always help us out. We do appreciate you guys so much. Holla Reem, I know you got a roll.
What does he say on there?
He said holla.
Oh.
You know,
I'm
holla,
surprised he
holla,
hadn't
holla,
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 holla, holla.
I'm surprised he hadn't made any comments about these New York jabs yet. Whatever though. Hey, real.
And also,
He's actually from New Jersey.
lastly, no, I'm not gonna do that. I am not about to get
That boy, he gonna show up at my house, man. Like, what you say, dog?
Fuck you mean? No, but make sure you donate to us. You know, it helps us help you. Like I said,
Do it for yourself.
We didn't get to go see Justice League with you guys, but there's a lot of
Correction, y'all didn't get to go see it with us.
that is true. But there's a lot of movies coming out in 2018 that looks really good, starting in January. So, you know, it helps us if you go to www.thesphere.tv/donate. You can do a one-time donation, or you can go on monthly donation with Patreon, and it helps us out. You know, it helps us with these tickets. It helps us with the refreshments, air quotations. Kareem said he'll see you in the streets. But,
I'm waiting for you, dog. I'm gonna scuff up them Timbs.
But it helps us take you guys to the movies. Oh, my mom joined us. Sorry, Mom. Excuse the language.
Hey, Mom. Hey, man.
Hey, mommy. But thank you guys for checking out. We got 5 very dope trailers to discuss. Like, we cut out everything else just to talk about these trailers.
Yeah, the whole rest of the show is just trailers, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, Jarvis sent me them over the weekend. I think I texted you like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, bro, these trailers are the shit.
Right. So make sure you check out the full episode when it drops. You know, we'll post it on our social media, let you know.
I was gonna say, dude, my shoulders are looking dope right now. Sorry. Shameless.
Gym plug. Gains. Thanks for checking us out. And
If you
make sure you
want
check out the full
that
episode.
spring break body.
Not with this beer.
With this beer.
Oh, man. All right. Now, what's the first trailer we got up?
We have to talk about. I forgot to call it now. Alita.
Well,
that was the first one I watched. I was like, duh.
I'll put it in order of how we should talk. Like, we're saving Infinity Wars for last because we're going to spend the most time on it, probably.
Dog, because of that trailer,
Yeah.
I started getting diving into the new Hellboy remake, and I'm actually kind of excited about that.
I am too.
Dog.
Although there was a little controversy.
Why?
I think the actor's name Ed Screen. He was Francis on Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was hired to play a character, and the character in the comic books was originally Asian.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
And he was once he found out.
Oh, he dropped out.
He
yeah.
dropped out. Yeah.
Good on him.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
excited to see Hopper play Hellboy. That's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, he looked pretty dope.
Just shows what happens when you stop smoking cigarettes and drinking Schlitz.
But,
like Schlitz, bro. That's so gross.
Oh my gosh, you drink Schlitz, man. That's like I like free beer and all, but shit.
Bro, given the choice between Schlitz, Still Reserve, and Air, I would drink Air. No, I drank Still Reserve one time in college.
All right, between Schlitz and Still Reserve, which one would you go?
Or.
It's close too, bro.
Given those two, I'd probably go Schlitz.
Me too.
Yeah, Still Reserve is.
It's just oh my gosh,
Bro, and I'm drinking some shit called Cobra King or some shit.
I drank some shit called good ass beer. That's literally what it's called.
I got you beat. You ever had a beer called Beer 30?
Yeah. In fact, you can go to Specs right now. It's in a white can. Now, I knows this because her dad bought some.
Yeah.
But we were in Specs, and sure enough, we looked there, and it's like, oh, shit, Jarvis, good-ass beer right here.
Bro, I'm going to show you this thing. Okay, so quick story. Back in college, shameless plug for UT.
Now I know the first one. Yeah.
All right, so me and my buddies. So there was 1 year where I went through 13 phones, and I had a new phone basically every month, right? Mm-hmm. And so I got a phone, and then I kept it, and I had it for like 8 months. So I broke the curse, right? Yeah. And so we celebrated, and so we went and got these things. We call them Dirty 30s, but they're 30 packs of beer. And it was this shit beer called Beer 30. It was Beer 30, and it came in a 30 pack, and it was something like, I don't know if it was like stronger than like just typical light beer, but we got fucking hammered. I broke my phone that night. Just stepped on it. I was so pissed. We broke my phone at a party celebrating me not breaking my phone. All because of Beer 30.
That sounds like a Howard Jerome moment.
Bro, it was legit though. Let me show you a picture of this shit. It literally is just called Beer 30.
Now, the first trailer we have is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Oh shit, it really is.
Yeah, he's got like graffiti and shit. Look at that. Can we get that? Oh, you can't see that. Oh, damn, that's terrible looking. Sorry, guys.
But
if you see Beer 30, drink it.
The first trailer we have is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
This trailer was interesting for me.
It was. And to me, out of the 5,
it's kind of the weakest.
It is the weakest to me. Mm-hmm. They're going back to the island to save some of the dinosaurs.
Also, I think Chris Pratt is overacting in this. Now, you see that little scene with him in the plane? Jeff Goldblum's in here, though, so I'm excited about that.
Right. And it's like...
I actually feel like he's actually acting, too.
When they showing them at the little bar or whatnot, that tells me that he was still doing Avengers work. Because that Star-Lord's, facial hair and stuff, you should not paying attention. Like, his character on Jurassic World doesn't keep facial hair. See?
Oh, yeah.
Right. But when at the bar, he got all that. And it's styled exactly like Star-Lord. So that shows, instead of just trying to CGI out his mustache.
Yeah. We're just going to tell this backstory of him just
falling
on hard times.
We're just going to put him in the bar.
Yeah.
We're not that stupid.
So my thing is this, okay, cool. So let's save this island. This is the first question I had when I was watching this. Let's save these dinosaurs on this island. Cool. How do you plan on transporting these things? Where do you guys plan on putting them? How do you know that these dinosaurs aren't just going to attack y'all when you guys are trying to transport them there?
Right. They don't have the biggest brains, so.
No. Also, that's a terrible idea. You already know that little ball thing only holds 2 people. It's 3 of y'all. Yeah. Well thought out plan, guys.
So, like I said, I have to see more. It didn't excite me as much. The first one, I loved. Mm-hmm. I won't even lie to you. I love Jurassic World.
I just think Chris Pratt from this thing is overacting, it seems. That's terrible.
I also wonder, because I think it's a different director.
Yeah, so we'll see. It just seems like it's going down the route all the other Jurassic Park movies did. The first one, great. Then, holy shit, these movies are stinkers.
Well, in the first line, the first one was great. The second one was probably one of the worst. Where they go to the city.
Yeah.
Like the third one's better than the second one.
Yeah, but that's like saying, yo, this pile of shit is better than this other pile of shit.
This one doesn't stink as much.
Yeah. Well, this one's a little bit less brown. Like, screw all that.
But yeah.
But they're both shit, and I hope this one doesn't go that route, because since Chris Pratt has transferred over from Parks and Rec, it's like, dude, he's slowly becoming one of my favorite actors right now. But
like I say, you know, every actor has a couple of stinkers.
For sure. And I mean, he's going to be turning around being in the Avengers, so it's like whatever.
Which, like I said, we'll talk about that at the end. So that one we got to break down.
Yeah, but before we go any further, let me shout out to the home network here. This portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States, as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789, or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv.
I'm tripping how, like, I leaned back right before it went to the screen. Luckily, most of the people listen to this, but if you watched it, hey, my bad, guys. I just leaned on back like, fuck this.
Time to get all, you know, if y'all know this, Jarvis has been hitting the gym hard lately, so he's definitely suffering from leg day pain. It's the worst. Jelly legs. Oh.
It's not jelly legs. It's like
trying to use the bathroom. Stairs.
Like I said, it's really the hamstrings and my inner thighs right now. That's the worst part right now. Like, standing up and sitting down takes effort.
Mm-hmm. You start appreciating the little things, like being able to bend over without pain.
Like the little move and slide at the airport.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Escalators.
Yes.
Elevators.
But like I said, Jurassic World, and then, like I said, they're going to have to show, the second trailer has to be a lot better than this.
There's just nothing for me to get behind with this. Like, now it changes away from, holy shit, there's this giant thing where we're afraid of these fucking dinosaurs. And like part of the whole appeal of watching Jurassic Park is seeing people trying to control this wild force of nature and commercializing it. That's always been the thing for me, at least.
Right.
But now you've taken that element out by, oh my God, the island's going to blow up. So it's like the main motivation for watching this shit is just like, yo, it's gone now.
Right.
So now it just turns into like your standard environmental disaster movie.
Well, right
with
now,
dinosaurs.
It's currently in post-production, so they're not even finished with it yet.
Mm-hmm. So there's probably some things that are bound to change.
Yeah. And it's expected in June 22nd. That's a really hard spot. Remember with everything that we pointed out?
Mm-hmm.
That's a really hard spot to be in.
Well, I mean, it's a big name movie, though.
Yeah, but I would honestly, if I couldn't get in that in that late April.
Because what else is coming out around that time?
I think Deadpool, Wonder Woman. No, not Wonder Woman. Incredibles.
That's going to be their biggest competition.
Incredibles. It's like three things coming out all around it.
Yeah, but Incredibles is going to be Jurassic Park's biggest competition because a lot of people who are going to see Jurassic Park, you have a whole demographic of people who's going to see Jurassic Park that's not going to be, they're not old enough to see Deadpool.
True.
But those same, specifically obviously kids, but they're going to go see Incredibles. And to be honest, I'm way more excited about seeing Incredibles than I am Jurassic Park. I mean, it's been, 10 years?
All right. So Incredibles is the week before. Jurassic World is June 22nd.
What's on that same weekend?
Right now it just says Jurassic World.
Oh, they might be all right then.
Yeah, they might.
They might have gotten lucky.
Yeah, it doesn't. Keanu Reeves got a new movie coming out.
Ooh. We got to wait. We still have a year till John Wick 3 comes out.
Crime. I'm sorry. Completely off track, but
is it though?
It's called Replicas. A scientist becomes obsessed with bringing back his family members who died in a traffic accident.
Replicas?
I'm interested.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
This is important.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't know about it, and it doesn't have a trailer yet, so we'll look that up pretty much post-show and talk about that.
I'm just saying, like, this is a very weird name. Jeffrey Nachmanoff. Oh, wait, it's a director. Never mind. I thought it was going to be a character in the movie. I was like, yo, how did you just come up with that name?
All right. Let's go to the second trailer. Because now, this trailer, I saw it, and I was hype. And I tagged you in it. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, dude, this looks cool as shit.
It's crazy because this is a whole year out. But the animation looks dope on this. And the simple fact is, for those who don't know this, what the trailer we're talking about now is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, where the main focus is one of the alternate Spider-Mans, which is a Spider-Man by the name of Miles Morales, an Afro-Latino kid in New York who has all of Spider-Man's powers and who Spider-Man actually considers more powerful in the comic books.
What's really cool to me is that there's multiple web slingers in this.
Yeah.
And
like they said this is going to be the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Like they said it's going to be other ones after this that shows the other Spider-Man. Like in one Spider-Man, he's cloned.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing when we were talking earlier about the information about like the whole Venom thing and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be pretty cool because now we're gonna have a movie, even though it's animation, a movie with multiple Spider-Mans, and also gonna have a movie with multiple villains for Spider-Man in the form of symbiotes. So that's gonna be pretty cool.
Right. But like I said, this is something a lot of people in the comic book world have been waiting to see. You know, I had an issue in comic books because I'm like, you're trying to introduce a lot of minority characters, but you're not making new characters. They're basically just offshoots.
Yeah.
Like the new girl who's
For Iron Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they made Falcon, Captain America. They made Thor a woman. I'm like, instead of making just strong new characters for these demographics, y'all just made them offshoots. Like,
Yeah, just make a whole new story. It's easy.
Like I said, not even they can
Not
be
easy,
tied
but-
in the story. Just make a whole new character. Now, the thing I like with the Miles Morales character is, in his reality, Peter Parker dies. The actual Spider-Man dies.
Mm-hmm.
But he gets bit by the same spider because the spider got loose.
You know who I'd like to see? And you remember in the Spider-Man cartoons, there was like one season, I think, where he was starting to travel through all the different universes and stuff, and they had that woman who would communicate with him sometimes, and she was like some spider woman or something. What's her name?
Which one? There's a few.
Some old lady.
Oh, Madam Web.
Yeah, Madam Web.
Yeah.
I'd like to see her on a movie.
I don't know if they're going to.
Probably not, but.
Probably not, because that's a little bit more of the 80s. That's like Aquaman riding on dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably won't see
That would be funny as hell. They better put Aquaman riding on a dolphin.
You probably won't see that, but the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse looks dope. We've all wanted to see Miles Morales, and there's Kevin Feige has hinted through the MCU. He was like, "We've mentioned Miles before. They mentioned Miles Morales in the Spider-Man movie."
Yeah, I was discussing that over the weekend as well.
Yeah, so
with being Don Glover's character as Prowler. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's very possible we could see this a live action Miles Morales.
Bro, that would be legit to see Donald Glover playing Miles Morales.
What's the thing is, Miles Morales is younger.
Mm-hmm.
So I already know the kid from Blackish. I think he would be an ultimate.
Yo, yeah, he would be good.
He would be
because he's nerdy enough.
Yes.
But he also has an athletic build to him.
Exactly.
And yeah, dog. That would be good. Actually, like as an actor, I like his character. Like him as an actor, I want to see him in more things. Like that would be a good.
So,
oh, check you out with the casting selection. I like that.
Well, since we can't really do our casting because half of them get sexual harassment.
Well, I'm not going to say what I thought, but hopefully he's fine. Hasn't been too many.
Right, but you remember, y'all remember we had a segment that we wanted to introduce, and the moment we introduced it, Kevin Spacey.
God damn it.
Yeah, and then everyone else started coming. We just said, fuck this shit. So,
yeah, we've had to change up some things because Hollywood is crazy.
And pretty pervy.
Super pervy. Like, bro, just keep your hands off people.
Yeah.
It's easy as that.
People want to take pictures with you. Put your hands in your pocket.
Just go back to, like, old school where it's like, yo, send a note and, like, check yes or no.
Right.
Is this cool? No? All right, cool. Permission slips, people.
Permission.
Get your parents' permission.
But, yeah, so I'm excited about that. I hate we got to wait a whole year. But those kind of animation movies, I found out, they take years to make. This is a full-length feature.
There's one, speaking of animation movie that I've been wanting to see that I haven't watched in a while. I only watched parts of, but Animatrix. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, I haven't watched that. Gosh, I haven't watched that in a while.
How'd you like it?
I loved it. Cause, it played into the Matrix really well.
Yeah.
So, you know what? That might be a good little weekend thing. Go from Animatrix to Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the series. Go to the trilogy. Maybe skip the last one. But, all right.
I just got what you said.
Yeah.
Maybe skip the last one.
Third trailer. Now, I had no idea this was on the horizon.
I didn't know what it was.
Me either, but I saw the trailer. I was like, this looks fucking dope. Then I saw who's behind it. Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah.
James Cameron. I see who's acting in it. One of my favorite you can't really call him a new actor, but he's a fresher face.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been acting a while, and that's Christoph Waltz.
I really like the fact that he's not like saturating himself with movies and stuff. Like he's very selective in what he's doing.
Very picky. And the crazy thing, like I said, this movie blends CGI and regular people so well.
Yeah, and the thing, because we've seen so many movies where they've tried this blend or they've done some kind of like cartoon overlay, like even things like with Scanner Darkly, where they've like drawn them in and stuff like that.
Like Scanner Darkly, though.
But I mean, as far as like most movies, when they try that thing, it's always come off kind of clunky. And like when you're watching this trailer and you see how smoothly they've done it, it's pretty ridiculous, actually.
But this James Cameron, Avatar. I mean,
I just want to know what the budget was on this. I haven't seen Jennifer Connelly in something in a while either.
I mean, and of course Mahershala. Oh, they had to say that Academy Award winner, Mahershala Ali.
I'm fucking right. Shoot.
Fuck yeah.
But I mean, look at that. I mean, just the detail in this scene. That was crazy.
All right.
I just really want to know what the budget is for this movie.
Oh, I'm thinking at least 200. Probably.
You think that high?
Yeah.
I'll give it like
all the
150,
CGI, everything has to be CGI.
What was how much was Avatar's?
I think Avatar's was around 250. So I think the budget for Avengers is 200.
Dude, that's just so much fucking.
But like it's so much.
$237.
What?
$237
for
$1 million. Avatar.
Yeah, because there's so much
Jesus
CGI. That's where most of the budget goes.
Mm-hmm.
The CGI. That's why reshoots are such a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Because the CGI, and when you have a movie that has CGI in almost in every element of it, somehow, some way, that gets expensive. And then we have the CGI out facial hair.
That really bugged you, didn't it? They did such a bad job, though.
Like I said, if it did a good job, I wouldn't have cared.
They should have just let. He died. Let Superman have a mustache, man.
Well,
I don't
Zack
know.
Snyder, as I saw in the report, had played around the idea with him with the all black suit.
I have pictures of that.
Yeah, with the beard, and he had facial hair.
He had one too where he had long hair too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got pictures of it. It's actually saved on my phone. Cause I was hoping to see that. That would have been.
I'm
cool.
like, that's.
It's like Zack Snyder, bro. You would have like redeemed yourself in Jarvis's eyes. Nope.
It would have been better.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
You've been on the road to redemption.
Hey, the Flash could have been Aquaman because he looked like he was swimming instead of running.
Zack Snyder. You can't fault Zack Snyder because the kid runs funny.
I'm sorry. Yes, you can. You're the director.
Hey, boy, run different.
You probably say, "Hey,
stop running so damn funny."
Stop the cameras.
What in the fuck was that?
Hey, right. That's what you're supposed to do.
Have you ever ran before?
Like you had this role for a year before you even started shooting. You didn't learn how to run.
Here's some tapes. Go watch some Olympians run. Run like that. Run like a pro. Just be better.
But yeah, back to this movie, Alita Battle Angel. It's based off of anime. Christoph Waltz, Mahershala Ali, James Cameron, Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, after looking up, they're gonna have about a $200 million budget for sure.
But I think they'll easily make it back. I think.
Damn, I wonder what Valerian's budget was now. Actually.
I think that's probably the biggest bomb.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Alita Battle Angel. It looks dope. If you haven't checked out the trailer, make sure you check out this trailer. Let us know what you think, because I'm gonna probably post it. Maybe
180 million. Damn.
Yeah. But
before we transition over to his last trailer,
last two.
Damn, how many have we gone through? Just 2?
We're gonna do 3.
Oh shit! I forgot we got 5, not 4. So this portion of the show is sponsored by our guys over at KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empowerment movement built to encourage the masses to operate outside of their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue their dreams and passions in life. Join thousands of others as we unlock the greatness that dwells inside. Shop dope gear at KOGpassion.com. That's KOGpassion.com. And use coupon code DOPE for 10% off exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Sizes are selling fast.
All right. Next up, now this is a new trailer, but you've heard us talk about this movie before. But this trailer explains so much more about the movie, and that is Ready Player One. Now, this movie takes place in the future, and pretty much, as this kid says, there is no place to go. Humans have gone everywhere on Earth, and now they go into this virtual reality, free roam world. They log in, you pretty much do any and everything you want in there. And then they found out that the creator, who's passed away, has left an Easter egg in this world in the form of games. If you find the Easter egg, you inherit his $500 billion inheritance, and you own the actual world. This is all yours if you find this.
So one of the things that I had a couple questions, because this trailer looks fucking insane.
Yeah.
Do they explain? I know you've read the book. Why the world is the way it is?
What, hit that world?
Yeah, no, not the virtual world, but the actual world.
Oh,
the real
overpopulation.
Okay.
Something that
Simple.
Something that we talk about to this day. Right now, like, fuck, we're almost at 8 billion people now on this earth. In the 80s, we was at 4.
Yeah, God, it's exploding.
It took so many years just to get to 1.
So, is this book a standalone book, or is it?
No,
like
it's standalone.
Okay, so there's no like
no sequel books, no trilogies. No, I'm glad they picked a book like this too,
because you don't have to wait for fucking 5 years to
finish to conclude. But for those who are anime fans, the whole premise makes you think of something. If you are an anime fan and you're listening to this or watching this, Sword Art Online.
What?
Sword Art Online. It's an anime.
It's called what?
Sword Art Online.
Oh, Sword Art Online.
Yeah, it's a bunch of players who get trapped in the game. It's like a virtual reality game.
Like Jumanji.
A little bit worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit worse.
There was some...
I love all the 80s reference too, like in this. Like, there was Chucky,
Dude, there's some anime that I actually saw recently. I'm not a huge anime fan, but the movie just grabbed my attention. And you might have actually seen this movie too. I think it might have been a mainstream movie. But there's some scene where they jump into some video game and he's trying to save some girl. Dude, I don't know. I gotta remember this fucking movie.
Isn't Jada a big anime person? Or she's just comic book? Oh, okay. Well,
not mostly comic books, not so much anime, but she does like anime. She just is definitely
more comic
I don't know though. I'm starting to question that actually because we keep talking about comic books and I keep
stumping her.
I'm like, this isn't stuff you should know.
Right.
Come on, girl.
Well, speaking of comic books, thank you for that segue.
You're welcome. I try.
We're going to talk about now the most viewed trailer in YouTube history. It broke the record. 260 million views in 24 hours. But we are talking about Avengers Infinity War. Now, we get a lot of imitators who want to do this shared universe that Marvel's been doing. But the one thing that they didn't realize, this takes patience. Marvel's been doing this since 2008. And we're just now getting to this point. We've built movies. Some characters won't get movies again. We're at the end of the contracts for a lot of the actors. But this movie right here is the culmination of patience. Everyone else is trying to rush into their shared universe, and you can't do that. The crazy thing with the Marvel movies, yes, it's a shared universe, but you can watch almost each series by itself and be okay. It's more enriching to watch it as it unfolds in the order that it is. But Marvel took their time with this.
This movie looks like they actually were very, very careful with how they did this. It looks so good.
Well, like I said, this is something that's been in the plans for 10 years.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, even the details in the trailer, like if we don't know much of anything, you know,
right?
We get glimpses, like when the chick that threw the sphere, like the spear in Captain America. If you stop it, you can figure out who it is.
Yeah.
But they did it to where you don't know. It should be a surprise. Of course, you got people who are just going to stop it and all that kind of stuff. But even just how they have each person saying a different line and all that, that's pretty cool.
And this part right here where Thanos just knocks the fuck out of
him. Yeah, I'm so excited about it. And not even with the gauntlet, bro.
Right, that was the
regular hand. He's like, bro, you don't get the gauntlet hand. And he's scuffing up my gold.
That's crazy right there. You know, someone a soldier, he didn't have the star on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like Captain America don't have the patch. I wonder if they got married. There's all that stuff on the internet where it's like them two like being together and shit. It's hilarious. Well, they were like Tony Stark and Bruce Banner.
Yeah. But now, what they say is, from what I'm understanding, is the Wakandans, Bucky's arm is not vibranium.
What was it before though?
I guess like a steel or whatever.
Oh.
But now it's vibranium. So now he has a more advanced.
I just can't wait to Black Panther, dog. I don't care.
Dude,
I'm just
and then Black Panther's gonna set up so much because we see
there's a huge scene in Wakanda. It's obviously a huge fight.
People didn't realize one of those people standing right behind Black Panther was Man-Ape.
Mm-hmm.
And he's one. You can't call him he's sort of a villain, but sort of a friend of Black Panther. Like, he was one of those guys that grew up with it, challenged him, felt he could have ran the country better.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a different tribe. And I followed the actor on Instagram, and I noticed he started saying, my Avengers brother. I was like, oh, so you're in the Avengers too, huh?
Interesting. The thing that I'm really curious...
Did you just pull a Mark Ruffalo on us?
Yeah. The thing that I'm real curious about is there's all this stuff being released both by the production studios and just fans and theories and stuff that are really pointing to the fact that Avengers Infinity Wars Part 2 is really when it opens up the second chapter of the whole Marvel's MCU that we see this cast change over. Like, I'm pretty sure that I think that's now it's pretty accepted theory that the ethers, when it's activated, is going to actually have this cast swap out, and we're going to be a whole different reality.
And now,
that's going to be epic.
The thing that makes that even more interesting is the talks with Disney buying a portion of Fox. They're buying a portion. We
may actually see some X-Men,
right? Yeah. And Hugh Jackman,
or some
he responded today. He says he would not return as Wolverine for the MCU. He's like, he felt it would be wrong to the movie Logan, which I watched again this weekend, and I'm like, Logan was a dope movie.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, I understand what he's saying. He's like, that movie, he would basically be spitting on that movie if he returned as Wolverine.
Yeah, but also, if they're really talking about this huge cast reworking and all that because of this, the ether and all that stuff, changing reality, we may not even have a neat Logan. It may not even be that same timeline of X-Men, you know?
Well, it probably won't. It'll probably be the actual fucking timeline.
Yeah, true. They may go through and like, yo, Fox, this is how X-Men should have been done.
Right. These 5 were the originals.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we might be here to see Jubilee. That'd be cool. Nah, Jubilee's. Well,
I want to see Archangel doing right. Because they pretty much just shitted on him the whole series. And he was the 3rd X-Men ever.
Yeah, well.
They made Iceman a boy for a while.
Yeah.
And we ain't seen no more of him for a while.
Which is crazy because he's so powerful.
Exactly. I mean, we're getting a Dark Phoenix movie, but I'm like,
man, I just hope that it just seems so cool. I've always wanted to see the Phoenix Force.
What thing is
on screen
with the Dark Phoenix, key people aren't in it.
Well, because it's supposed to be like a
retelling.
Actually showing Jean Grey's like story and how that became. Like that's what I was reading today on. When I came here, I was telling you like they released some more information. That's going to show into her childhood though. So there may not be these key people because they just weren't there yet, you know.
Well, I mean, if they go to X-Men, it's key people that's gone.
Mm-hmm. See, what they should do is show that and then skip all through that and then just go, yo, Dark Phoenix. Childhood, Dark Phoenix. Fuck the muddy timeline. Like, we're never going to deal with that. Do like Logan did. Just skip through all that.
One of the best moments of Deadpool was me. Colossus grabs Deadpool, taking you to Professor McAvoy or Stewart.
Yeah.
These timelines are so confusing. I was like, fucking hell. Like, that is straight Ryan Reynolds right there.
Oh, man. You know, if when they do if DC was good or smart, they should. Oh, fuck. They probably couldn't do it, though.
Right.
Make a jab at Deadpool, Green Lantern, like have one of them, like, I don't know, have a generate a Deadpool fucking thing with their little ring.
Well,
but they can't.
You can't do that.
Copyright infringements and all that.
You can
shit.
say little stuff like, well,
the shake weight comment,
or you can say little stuff about, well, at least y'all didn't copy me and just change the letters in my name. Deathstroke.
Ah, yeah.
Deathstroke is Slade Wilson.
Yeah.
Deadpool is Wade Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob Liefeld admitted it's a ripoff of Deathstroke.
Fuck, dude, they get the same last name.
It's damn near the same person.
Yeah.
But yeah, if DC was smart and they want to continue this shared universe, one, you have to stop focusing so much on Batman. Because now you're losing Ben Affleck. He said he's not doing the standalone. He's going to do the Flash movie, but he's not doing the standalone because you burnt him out. You said he's got to be in this, and he's got to be in that, and he got to be in it. Mm-hmm. At least with the Marvel guys, heck, even Henry Cavill, he gets a fucking break.
Yeah. I know they were saying something about Jake Gyllenhaal at some point.
I mean, who knows who they get? I'm like, let that wait and bring some attention to some of your other guys.
Yeah, for sure. Like, tell their stories. I mean,
like, everyone wanted to see Green Lantern in the Justice League. Like, when they showed a little back scene or whatever, more people were dope for those 3 seconds of Green Lantern.
Bro, the fact that they took out that epic-ass statement, no lanterns.
Right.
No Kryptonians. Like, how do you take that line out of the movie?
I mean,
and I've noticed they do that. DC, specifically DC, they do this a lot where they have like these lines that are setting up so much good stuff, and then they don't have them in the actual movie, and it's just
not only that,
oversight, man. Just don't edit so damn much.
This was another good thing about Zack Snyder that Warner Brothers told him not to do. You remember in Man of Steel when Superman had the oil barge, and he ended up in the ocean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was Aquaman that saved him.
Wait, what?
It was Aquaman that saved him. Because remember, he was floating down.
Mm-hmm.
And he pretty much loses consciousness. It's Aquaman that saves him and puts him on shore.
Interesting.
Snyder told Momoa that and told him he's thinking about doing that shot.
That'd be cool.
Warner Brothers told him no.
That's stupid.
That's
like,
so
stupid.
What the fuck?
Why would you not? Why would you not do that?
I mean, it would have been a dope scene. You would have more women there because that's their man candy.
You got both of the dudes in there that are bringing the chicks in.
Right. Like, that was one of the dumbest decisions. Warner Bros., you just...
Like, literally, there was a whole section of the internet dedicated to people protesting Blake Shelton being the world's sexiest man alive because of Jason Momoa. Why wouldn't you tie that in? Y'all are stupid, man. Give me on y'all's marketing team. I'll help y'all out.
Dude.
And give the people what they want.
Get him and Sean on marketing. Let me be vice president of DC. I'll have DC running up in no time.
You don't even have to give me a title. Just give me the money. I just want the money.
Because one thing I said, like, to take a distraction out, and I talked about this, do a Robins movie. Take all 4 Robins and make a movie.
That would be great.
Dude, people love Red Hood.
Nightwing was one of my favorite characters growing up.
Exactly. Nightwing and Red Hood together in the movie when they don't really like each other.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. Anyways, like I said, we had a bunch of trailers. Make sure you tune in next week where we're gonna help you decide on that person who you don't know if you should get a Christmas gift for or not. We're gonna help you out. What else we got next week? Oh shit, duh.
How are you about to make the most epic thing this year?
Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
And this, I'm just so excited because we know there's about to be some the mythologies of the Jedi and Sith is about to shift. There's about to be a huge shift in
Yes.
how we view the Force. I'm so excited.
I love something John Boyega said though.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about how Disney wants to do offshoot another trilogy that has nothing to do with Skywalkers. John Boyega says should be the Old Republic.
Mm-hmm.
We should see some of the earlier days of Jedi, Sith, and the other Force users who weren't Jedis and Sith.
Yeah.
John Boyega said this. He was like, "This would be a dope thing for people to see."
That I honestly think it was like a over. I know they wanted to like make the whole series more concise, but I think them cutting out a lot of the stuff from like the Legends series was probably kind of an oversight because you got a lot of good material in that.
You got a lot of material. Like honestly, I like the new movies.
Bro, I'd like to see Darth Maul's whole story.
Heck, I wish, like I said, I know what they're doing with Kylo Ren. It's sort of similar to what happened in the books. And I got a feeling, like I said, Rey is Kylo Ren's sister.
Yeah, that's the only thing that keeps like seem consistent.
Because, like I said, that's sort of like in the books.
But it's the parents that we need to find.
Well,
what do you think?
it's Leia's.
You think it's Leia's?
It's Han and Leia's.
Oh shit! Yeah. Because I don't know though, man. Because my only thing is, I know she hadn't said they haven't denied anything.
Han and Leia basically do what Obi-Wan and Yoda did and split the kids.
I honestly hope not, though. Now, I don't. That doesn't sit real to me.
Who knows? Maybe it's a prophecy that they thought that she was going to be the worst one that goes to the dark side, and it turned out to be him.
But it's like, why wouldn't Han Solo have recognized that?
If you drop your kid off at 4.
Yeah, but you see somebody who all of a sudden super force sensitive that holds a lot of like traits that you do.
Well, he ain't seen her force sensitive. When did he see her force sensitive?
When she got the lightsaber.
He was dead by then.
I thought he died after that.
I mean, he saw her grab it in the old little basement.
That should have been like, yo, okay.
It's fucking Han Solo.
I've seen this.
He's drunk
lightsaber.
half the time too. Remember, it's Han Solo.
That's a whole. See, okay, we gotta have a whole conversation about this because I think that's a whole fucking bad boy act that he puts on.
You know, this is gonna be one of those after the movie conversations. But thanks for checking us out. Like I said, next week, Star Wars. We're all going to be wearing Star Wars shirts. Throw yours on.
Dude, I lost my favorite one. I had a Boba Fett one. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I just ordered one. It's called Mandalorian Gem.
Dude, I'm going to get one that says, hi, midichlorian. Midichlorian. I got to find a midichlorian Star Wars shirt and wear that.
Oh, my God.
That would be great.
But thanks for checking us out, people. We will be back next week. We won't be skipping. But... we won't have us on Christmas.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll probably record a show for them. Later, people.
All right, guys.